What's going on, guys? I'm gonna make this real quick because I just got in the car to shoot this vlog. This is in reference to a video comment that was left by, well, actually it was a thesis, Miss Summertime Fun. She left it on my last video in reference to my son's baby mother. Miss Summertime Fun was stuck on the fact that, what did my son do? Why wasn't I making my son responsible for his behaviors and his actions? Actually, I did. I told him he shouldn't have chose her. When he saw what she was willing to do, when he saw her actions and her responses, when he saw how she was willing to behave, he should have bounced in. He said, well, Ma, I told her I didn't want to be in a relationship. I said, this is the problem. You can't say I don't want to be in a relationship and constantly be around somebody. That's when you made your first mistake, and that's why the girl got pregnant. Your words and your actions were not matching. So she got confused and was like, yeah, he keeps saying he don't want to be in a relationship, but I can change his mind. Y'all, how many women have done that? We'll get with this dude and say they don't want nothing to do with a relationship, but we'll start seeing this dude thinking we can change their mind. That's what happened. Then Miss Summertime Fun said, well, your son moved in with her, then got her pregnant, and that's called a relationship because nobody pays a booty call's rent. First of all, he moved in with her after she got pregnant. He paid her rent because she lost her job at a gas station, which I stated in the last video. Not only that, at that point, she wasn't a booty call anymore. She was the mother of his child. And he wanted to take responsibility because he was irresponsible. Point blank, period. Now, with that being said, she said some other things like, oh, he's not going to get custody. And no, he will only get visitation after the judge, after he proves to the judge that he can pay child support. First of all, child support doesn't work that way. And then she said, oh, he's not going to get custody unless he can prove he has a residence where he's paying bills. This girl loves, her opinions was stated like they were like facts, and they were not. My son on the West Coast, and the one over here, got 50-50 custody of his baby that's there now while he was living with me. His name was not on the lease, but he resided with me. The one on the East Coast, who just bought the house, has 50-50 custody of his daughter and has had 50-50 custody of his daughter since she was 1. She is now 9. He got 50-50 custody while he was residing with me. So what she's saying is a father will not be issued 50-50 custody unless they can prove they have their own residence and they're paying bills. Not true. As long as they have a safe place to take that child, they will be granted 50-50 custody. Miss Summertime Fun. Now, I did do a video, like I said earlier, late last night. So I am going to insert snippets of the video I did last night, because the video I did last night, y'all, it wound up to be like 20 minutes. But what I'm going to do is insert the parts where I was reading through her comments and my responses to her comments verbatim. Because I just thought it was ridiculous. Because she made everything about the relationship. This is not about a relationship, sweetie. This is about a mother keeping a father out of his child's life. That's what this is about, ultimately. The relationship is done. And then she said you should have compassion for her because now she realized she's not going to have the relationship she wanted. She may not get over it until she falls in love with somebody else. Miss Summertime Fun, what have you been through? What is going on with you? Because to me, your comment is a direct reflection of you. So are you a type of woman who will get in a relationship with a man who says he doesn't want the relationship and then blame him for your choices? Are you the type of person who becomes a victim to situations and circumstances that you created? That's what I want to know, because this is what this young lady has done. She is now the victim. However, while she's the victim, she's victimizing her daughter. This girl cannot put aside her selfish, self-centered desires long enough to understand the relationship is done. She can't love her daughter enough to let her daughter come first. Because right now, her behavior, she's putting her wants and her needs first. And as a mother, as a parent, your needs and your wants no longer come first. Oh, Miss Summertime Fun, don't you realize that? Do you have kids? Do you put your kids' wants and needs behind your own? Matter of fact, do you put your kids' wants and needs behind a man? Do you put yourself behind a man? Because this whole situation is crazy. Now, I only did like 10-minute video, the last video, because I couldn't get everything that I wanted to say in it, so I just uploaded pertinent parts. The realization is, she put a restraining order on my son. She used his debit card. She called him 35 times after she put the restraining order on him. When he was served with the restraining order, she was calling from blocked numbers. Then she started asking him to pay insurance. Now, this is after the restraining order. Pay insurance, her car insurance, come watch the baby. Now, you got a restraining order. But she asking for him to do all this. This girl is a manipulator. She's a mental and emotional abuser. Women can be liars. Women can be manipulators. Women can be emotional and mental abusers. And Miss Summertime Fun, your comments under my video gives me some insight on who you are and how you move. What you need to understand is this is not about her desires and her wants, because she has a child that comes last. Or don't you understand that? Because your whole comment was her. Your son did stuff wrong too. Yes, he did. And he's paying the cost for it. He's paying the cost for it because he can't see his baby. But what I can guarantee you, Miss Summertime Fun, you don't have to subscribe to this channel. But baby girl, continue to watch, because you're going to see when my son has 50-50 custody over his daughter, because no judge is going to deny him of that with the game she playing. And we're sure documenting her behavior. And if she keep up, parent alienation can lead to you losing custody. Look it up. But with that being said, y'all take a look at these. I read the comments last night. Y'all take a look at this. But let me read this comment. And y'all, my eyes are red because I fell asleep in my contacts. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God. So my eyes are really red because of that. And I'm nearsighted. But I'm going to try to read this comment to y'all anyway. You're putting all the blame on the lady, but you don't mention anything about your son's wrongdoings. He was wrong for getting in a relationship with that girl when I told him don't do it. When I met her, I was like, ooh, put her back. Don't date her. She not ready to be dated. Anyway, the lady sure is wrong how she's dealing with your son, but your son is not innocent at all. No, he wasn't, because he was using her for in the meantime and between time. But anyway, he failed to realize her behavior, her responses, her reactions. That's what he was wrong. Moving on, he has no business sleeping around with a woman who he has no feelings for, especially knowing she does have feelings. Yeah. So when he told her he didn't want to be with her, she had a choice at that time too. Okay? All right. Let's move on. And he clearly told her he didn't want to be with her. And she agreed to play the game. But she wasn't tricked into the game. She was aware of the game. See, that's why I always tell my boys, a true player don't trick the players into playing the game. A true player tells the players the game that's about to be played. He told her, I don't want to be with you. I'm just getting out of a relationship. He told her again, I don't want to be with you. I'm just getting out of a relationship. He told her again, I don't want to be with you. I'm just getting out of a relationship. When she got pregnant, he said, I'm here for you. I'm not with you. Moving on. He was not being selective, and neither was she. True on that, girl. Amen, amen, amen. Both of them were playing love games. Not true on that one. With each other. That happened to create a baby. No one cared until the child was born. Actually, he cared before the child was born. That's why he moved in with her after she got pregnant and paid all her bills. So let me just straighten that for you. You know as well as I know that a judge won't take a child away from a mom. Nobody asks the judge to take the child. He just asking for his rights too. You know, there are fathers that want rights to their children too. Anyway, a judge will just give him visitation after he proves he's working and willing to pay child support that he can prove. Wrong. You, in knowing this, you two are playing games with this new mother. trying to scare her into doing what you want. What? How we trying to scare her? We scaring her because he wants access to his daughter. Anyway, so ain't nobody scaring that girl. Ain't nobody scaring her. Y'all saw her whole family reaction when she said, I'm not the easiest person to live with.
I'm not the easiest person to get along with, but he still hasn't walked away yet.
Ain't nobody scaring that girl. If anything, that girl's scaring everybody. Because if we were scaring her and then doing anything we wanted her to do, my son would at least seen his baby by now. Get your life. Anyway, I think you should teach your adult child that when you play house without a heart, you go homeless, kidless, and gain a whole lot of pain. For real? Anyway, she goes on to say, this is the first comment, y'all. If you ever want to be in your granddaughter's life, I'd have a softer hand and not come at her in anger. I'm not angry with her. I'm just stating the facts. I'm not angry with her. If anything, I feel sorry for her. And that's the truth. Because I know she's gone through some stuff. I have some insight and information on things that she's gone through. And this has resulted in the person that she is now. Anyway, moving on. She says, you say she has no confidence. She doesn't. She's immature, she is. And even her family has confirmed that. Doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't. Why trip her into feeling worse? Sweetie, you can't make this girl feel any worse about herself than she already does. Anyway, she's raising your grandchild. Yeah, my son will be a part of that too, because my grandbaby is going to need balance. Anyway, don't stress her out. Stress her out? She the one fraudulently using my son's debit card, not allowing my son to see his daughter. Oh, and then recently just called my son and said, oh, can you come out here and watch our daughter? Mind you, she has a restraining order on him. My son said no, because all you're going to do is get me out there, provoke me, and call the police. I'm glad my son know her game. Anyway, she's raising your grandchild. Don't stress her out while raising a newborn. You attract with honey, not vinegar. Maybe somebody should have told her you attract more with honey, not vinegar. Because all these games she playing, boo-boo. Girl, I want to know, are you her family member? Are you her friend? Like, or Miss Summerlin Fun, are you even Amber? Because I believe in your Amber. Because this whole first statement, that's gaslighting. But I'm just going to say, you're just guessing and assuming. And you know what they say when you assume, right? You do know what they say when you assume. Anyway, moving on. So her second statement, the next thing she says 2 hours ago, it just set me the wrong way. How set you the wrong way? You're not the one that can't see your grandbaby. Your son is the one that can't see his baby. Like, how? What set you the wrong way? Girl, give me some insight. You are making a video about the mother of your granddaughter. I sure am. I made a video about this mother. Yeah, about my youngest son's mother. I made a video about her. I just didn't put her on the video like I chose to put this one on. Making videos about the mother of your granddaughter like she's trash. Now let me just say this. She's not trash, because trash is something you throw away, discard, and just, you know, whatever. Now, what I am going to say is she's acting trashy. But when you act a certain way, that act can change. So she can change from acting like a trashy person. Anyway, you're going to use somebody's debit card after they move out, after you have a restraining order, then put a restraining order on them, call them, are you cheating, are you cheating? Mind you, got a restraining order, which means that legally, y'all can't even be in the same vicinity, but you calling saying, are you cheating, are you cheating? Then, when he realized there is a restraining order, you're going to call from block numbers, are you cheating, are you cheating? But meanwhile, you initiated the restraining order, but you wondering what my son doing. He ain't with you, and this thing, sweetie, if you put a restraining order on him, it doesn't matter what he's doing it, as long as he's not doing it with you. You know, that's what the restraining order says. But anyway, we're going to keep going. Where I left off at, telling viewers how horrible she is. That's just her behavior. She's still family. She's not my family. She's my granddaughter's mother, and that's as far as I'm willing to take it right now, the current state that she's acting. Least bringing the family member. Where is the respect? I don't know. We need to ask her, where is the respect? And I'm not going to respect somebody while they continue to disrespect me. That's not who I am. You're doing this based on your son's wants you to know. What want me to know? I talked to this girl myself. I've interacted with this girl myself. I've talked to her mother myself. I've talked to her sister myself. So I've witnessed things myself. Anyway, I'm sorry, but your son and she made a relationship. Was never a relationship. They do have a connection now. I will agree to that. Actions speak louder than words. They certainly do. Out one corner of his mouth, he says to her, "You're just a rebound," but then sleeps with her for months. That makes no sense, because a lot of times, what do young people do with rebounds? They sleep with them. They interact with them. They're trying to get over a past relationship. Whatever. Moves her in with him, gets her pregnant. No, that's not what happened. She got pregnant, then he moved in to make sure all her bills was paid, because she got fired for not IDing somebody while she was working at a gas station. So she had no income. So my son wanted to make sure that the mother of his daughter was taken care of. Get your life. I'm sorry to tell you, honey. Oh, honey. Okay. But that's a relationship. No, sweetie, it's not. He can say, "I don't love you all you want," but he's acting as if he does. He never did. You must have lived in an apartment with him, or you was a fly on the wall. I've never heard of guy help a booty call by moving in and paying her rent. She's the mother of his child. At that point, she was no longer a booty call. Get it. Okay? Get it. Get it. I need you to comprehend. Know your son was getting something he really loved from her. And that sounds like the truth. And then, wait a minute. Like the truth. Then a son who moves in with a rebound, whatever. Okay. Him lying to you about they had, what? Him lying to you about what they had, where I left off at. My camera just cut off on me. Him lying to you about what they had to each other leaves you cursing out on public forum, which never happened. Because I didn't cuss the girl out. Like I said before, if it didn't cut off, I didn't cuss that girl out. I didn't get on the video and say, you ain't the blah blah bitch. I ain't do all that. I just stated the facts. I think it's gross. Of course you do. Dangerous, and she might be in postpartum, whatever. She's hurt and scared. She's not scared. She's scaring people though. She will feel this way until she falls in love with someone else. Wow. So let me ask you something. Summerlin Fun, what personal issues have you gone through that's giving you this corrupt insight? Like, what have you gone through? Or what type of person are you? Because this really makes no sense. Anyway, as a grandmother, you should see the way out of their relationship. As a mother, I'm not, because I'm invested in my son. To me, you should stay out the relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I'm here for my son. Point blank, period. I don't call this girl. I have a co-worker who's battling with her son's baby's mama. They text all the time back and forth. I don't do that. I call this girl. I'm here in support of my son. I'm helping him. When he said he wanted custody, he said, "Mom, you did this before twice on the East Coast and West Coast. Can you help?" Yeah, I was like, "Sure, I got you." And I said, "Send me her text messages. I got you. We're going to give the court some insight of who she is." Not only did I send her text message, I sent his. So just to let you know. Anyway, I have some understanding for her. I do understand who she is. That's why I'm handling her the way I do and not calling her. Because if I called her, I would cuss her out. She is going through temporary realization that she's not going to have the relationship she wants. Life is like that. You don't get everything you want. but you don't deal with it like this. So this is an excuse for her behavior because she's not getting something she wants. Oh, okay, I got you, sis, I got you. So you the type that will manipulate a man, lie to a man to try to get what you want. And then when you don't get it, you become the victim of a situation you created. Oh, okay, I got you. She will never trust you with her child. What? See, this is the problem I'm having with both of these comments. The comments are so focused on my son and her and not focused on the fact that this mother is using the child as a weapon. That was the video. My last video. That was the whole video. She's using the child as a weapon. She's attempting to take this father out of the daughter's life. They are not a package deal. And I believe Miss Summertime Fun believes that it should be a package deal. With this last statement, realization that she's not going to have the relationship she wants, sweetie, you don't use a child as a weapon because you're not getting what you want. That speaks a lot about you, your character, your integrity, you as a person, period. You're trying to defend this girl and her behavior, and you can't. Point blank, period. My son was excited about being in his daughter's life, even though he did not want the mother. You know how many men would have walked away and said, okay, whatever. I'll see when she get old enough. That's not how I raise my children. Both of my sons who have children have 50-50 custody over their children. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Y'all look at this. It's 1:44 in the morning. I got to be up at 7. But I wanted Miss Summertime Fun to know where I stood. Ain't nobody playing with this girl. This girl is playing all the games, but she playing it with the wrong people. She chose the wrong family to play this with. Tell me what you think. Bye, guys.